You gently, quietly, in ways you never saw. I held your storms inside my chest, and still I wanted more. I learned your silence like a song. I memorized your pain. I smiled through nights that broke my heart, just to keep you sane. Never needed perfect words or diamonds in my hand. I only asked you to stay real and try to understand. But love to you was something light you picked up, put aside, while I was building all my world with you as my guide. I don't blame you for letting go. Some hearts just don't know how to hold. I loved you gently with a heart too deep. I gave you pieces I was meant to keep. I loved you softly, but it still broke me. I loved you gently, but you loved me weak. I stayed when it was easier to walk away from us. I believed in what we could be, more than what it was. I turned my fears into prayers, my tears into grace. Still couldn't make you see what you chose to replace. Now I see myself more clearly in the mirror of goodbye. I wasn't hard to love, my dear, you just didn't try. I was asking for a home, you were passing through. We were reading different truths, calling it me and you. Some loves don't fail from lack of care. They fail when depth is never shared. I loved you gently with a soul laid bare. I gave you trust beyond repair. I loved you softly, but I stood alone. I loved you deeply, you loved the what was shown. Maybe someday when love feels real, you'll remember how I made you feel. Not with noise, not with flame, but with comfort saying your name. If you ever miss my touch, it wasn't loud, it was enough. I loved you gently, and that's my pride. I didn't lose myself, I just survived. I loved you fully, I loved you true, and even broken I grew from you. I loved you gently, now I love me too. The sky is changing shades of blue. I'm still awake, still missing you. One more song before the light, one more tear to say goodbye. I gave you every part of me, even the parts I couldn't see. Now the night is almost gone, and so is everything we were on. I loved you deep, I loved you true, but loving me means letting when I let go of our last night. I'm not broken, just reborn from the love that left me torn. No, one last sun before sunrise. Hey, now I'm ready for my life. One last sun before sunrise. I'm free. We didn't break, we didn't fight, just stop holding on at night. Your voice felt distant, even close, like love was turning into ghost. I felt the space inside your touch. You stayed, but not enough. I saw the ending in your eyes. Before you ever said goodbye, I knew it then. I felt it start. We were drifting, not apart. We faded calmly, you and me. No fire left, no urgency. I loved you more than you could stay. You loved me in a quiet way. We faded calmly, no regret, just things we couldn't fix yet. I lost your heart, you lost my depth, and that was it. I stopped asking where you've been, stopped fighting just to win. I let the silence speak its truth. There was nothing left to prove. You weren't wrong, I wasn't weak. We just wanted different things. I needed roots, you needed air. We met halfway but couldn't stay there. Some love doesn't fall apart, it just lets go of the heart. We faded calmly, day by day. No blame to throw, no debt to pay. I gave you love you couldn't hold. You gave me moments warm, not whole. We faded calmly, soft and slow, like sunsets learning how to go. No shattered dreams, no enemy, just you Your voice is sleeping in my room between the midnight and the moon. Every breath I try to take still sounds like you won't wake. Your side is cold, the sheets still know every place you used to go. I reach for you without a thought, then remember what we lost. I changed the lights, I changed the view, but nothing changed in missing you. Your echoes won't leave. They're sleeping with me in every heartbeat. I hear you breathe. I play our song, I play it low, like if I whisper you might show. The walls still hold your favorite sound. Your love still walks this place around. They tell me time will make it fade, but echoes don't obey. They live in silence, live in pain, calling out your name again. If this is healing, tell me why I'm breaking every night inside. Your echoes won't leave. They're haunting me, sweet, sweet. Yeah, I don't need you to explain. I just miss us being safe. Your echoes won't leave, but maybe someday breathe. I'll breathe echoes fading slow. I didn't ask you to stay forever, just a minute when you said my name. I didn't ask for perfect weather, just honesty when love felt strange. You'd hold my hand but look away, like part of you was already gone. I felt the truth in how you paused before you said you're holding on. I learned the sound of almost love. It's quiet, but it's rough. I didn't ask you to stay if your heart was unsure. I just needed you real, not safe, not secure. I didn't ask you to stay at the cost of my pain. If love has to pay, it's already changed. I stopped pretending I was fine, stopped shrinking just to fill your space. I read the signs between the lines and saw the fear upon your face. You weren't cruel, you weren't wrong, just love me halfway. And I was loving way too deep for you to meet me there. Some hearts don't know how to choose, they only know how to lose. I didn't ask you to stay when you wanted to run. I asked for truth, but you gave me none. I didn't ask you to stay. Call it a life, I needed love, not a reason to try. If you ever missed the way I cared, it wasn't loud, but it was rare. I loved you without armor on, that's something to remember. I didn't ask you to stay, I just asked you to try. But love that's unsure is already goodbye. I didn't ask you to stay, and I'm stronger this way. Letting go was my bravest day. I didn't ask you to stay, I chose myself anyway. I didn't leave in anger or pride, I didn't slam the door that night. I packed my love in quiet ways and slowly walked away. I traced the lines of who we were, the almost and the never shores. I kissed goodbye we used to be without you noticing. I stayed long enough to know the truth. You loved the idea, not the truth. You held me close when it was safe, then pushed me when it changed. I folded dreams I used to fight, put them back inside the night. I learned to breathe without your name, calling my heart back again. Some endings don't need broken sound, and just courage to turn around. I learned to let you go softly, without hating who you were. I didn't burn the memories, I just stopped living there. I learned to let you go softly, with my heart still open wide. I didn't lose my tenderness, I just saved it for my life. I stopped explaining how I feel to someone who wouldn't heal. I stopped shrinking to be loved, stopped calling pain enough. I saw myself in clearer light, not someone asking to be chosen. I was never hard to love, you just went open. I still believe in love, I swear, just not the kind that leaves me bare. I want a hand that doesn't shake when love asks it to stay. I want a heart that meets my depth, not scared of what it felt. I want a home inside a voice that doesn't fear the noise. I'm not afraid to love again, I'm just afraid of less than then. I learned to let it go softly, with tears I didn't hide. I honored everything we were, then kissed it all goodbye. I left without a sound, like love was never meant to be loud. I stayed behind, I stayed too long, protecting you from knowing I was gone. I smiled while breaking in my skin, let you in while I gave in. You never knew how deep I fell. I loved you quiet, loved you well. I never asked you to stay, just hoped you feel it someday. I loved you quietly, so you could be free. I stayed in the dark while you found your light in me. I packed my heart in fragile lines, between your jokes and careless signs. You held my hand, but not my fear. I disappeared while standing near. Now I hear your voice too late, calling love what we escaped. I'm not angry, I'm just tired of loving without being desired. If silence was my sacrifice, I paid it all, I paid it. I loved you quietly, so you could be free. I stayed in the dark while you forgot me. If loving you was my mistake, I'd still choose every tear I made. I loved you quietly, oh, it was everything to me. Quietly, I let you go. We didn't end with broken glass, or words we couldn't take back. Just silence growing in the room, like love forgot what to do. Your hand slipped out of mine, like we were running out of time. No screaming, no last kiss, just us pretending we're okay with this. We stopped fighting, stopped trying, started quieting goodbye. It was a slow goodbye that hurt the most. Watching love fade without letting go. I stayed longer than I should, hoping maybe we still could find a spark we lost inside before the love completely died. Every night felt less like us, more like staying out of trust. I felt alone right next to you, that's when I knew we were through. Not all endings come with pain, some just slowly drift away. It was a slow goodbye, no tears, no fight. survive. Even though a part of me died, slow goodbye still echoes inside. The city breathes, but I stay still. Your shadow dances on my windowsill. I told myself I'd be okay, but nights don't listen to what I say. Your name slips through my open phone, like you still think of me alone. I close my eyes, I lose control, missing parts of what we stole. I'm stronger when the sun is high, weaker when the stars arise. When the lights go low, I feel you the most. In the dark I hope. In the dark I hope what I lost. Your laughter lives inside my head, soft reminders of the things you said. I try to sleep but I rewind every touch you left behind. They say I shine, they say I glow, but they don't see the cracks below. I learned to hide it pretty well, how I'm living in farewell. If love is gone, why does it stay in every word I never say? When the lights go low, I feel you the most. In the dark I hope. In the dark I hope what I lost. I don't need it, you to come back home. I just hate sleeping here alone. When the lights go my heart still knows. Low, still holding you. If you ever feel alone at night, when the room don't feel right, and the silence starts to speak all the things you bury deep. If you ever hear a song on the radio too strong, and you wonder how I've been, if I healed or broke again. I gave you love without a shield, every scar you couldn't feel. If you ever miss me, I hope it hurts just enough Not to break you, not to blame me, just to feel how deep I loved. I stay quiet, I stay kind, while you slowly change your mind. I felt you leaving day by day, still I beg my heart to stay. I never asked you for a fight, never asked you to decide. I just hoped you'd choose my name before we faded into pain. If love was something you outgrew, mine was something I lived through. If you ever miss me, know I loved you honestly. I gave you more than words could say. I gave you parts of me. I don't wish you any tears, I don't curse your happiness. I just hope you sometimes feel what it's like to truly already forgave. I gave you all the quiet parts, the ones I hide from everyone. I trusted you with who I am, not knowing you were half done. You held my hand, you said the words, but never let them reach your heart. I felt the distance in your touch before we ever fell apart. I stayed because I believed love would meet me halfway. I walked away with love, not anger, not regret. I walked away with lessons I won't forget. I walked away with love, even when it hurt. I didn't lose my heart, I learned its worth. I stopped asking for your time, stopped waiting for a sign. I heard the truth inside myself and finally crossed the line. I wasn't asking for too much, I was asking you to try. But love that fears commitment is already goodbye. Some love is real but not a line. Wrong place, wrong time. I didn't harden my heart, I just outgrew you. Every kiss felt like a lie, wrapped in something sweet and right. I believed in every word, even when it started to hurt. I held on when you let go. Guess I loved you more than you know. Some loves come to change your soul, not to stay, not to grow. You are the love that didn't stay, but you changed my heart anyway. Now I walk a different road, carrying what we outgrew. I don't hate what we became, I just wish it didn't fade. Every scar still taught me how to love deeper than before now. You were real, you were true, just not forever, me and you. If I had to lose you twice, I'd still pay that same price. You were the love that didn't stay, but you changed my life anyway. I don't need you back in time, I just needed you to be mine. You were the love that slipped away, but I'm stronger now because you came. Who didn't stay, but still matter. My phone lights up, I turn away. I know your name before it plays. I told myself I'd be okay, but one word from you could make me stay. I practiced all the things to say if you ever try to call my name, but now my hands are shaking slow. I'm stronger when I let you go. I miss you, but I miss me more than bleeding at your open door. Don't text me tonight, I'm barely holding on. If I hear your voice, I might be gone. I know you don't mean any harm, you just don't feel the way I am. You say you're lonely, say you care, but love shouldn't leave me here. I read your words, they lock my screen, trying not to relive what we've been. This healing hurts, but it's real. Losing you is how I heal. If I reply, I lose my ground. I can't go back to breaking down. Don't text me choose my life tonight. I let you go. It's after midnight, lights are low. Your name still moves me, soft and slow. I sip my pain in quiet sips, still taste your love on my lips. Your sweater's on my bedroom chair, like you might come, like you still care. I talk to silence, call it you, pretend it answers like it used to. I should've known love don't stay when hearts don't break the same way. I miss you in my lonely nights, when my heart don't feel right. The radio plays that kind of song, makes me weak, makes the night too long. I move slow just to feel your touch, even though it don't mean much. They say I'm glowing, say I'm fine, but they don't hear my thoughts at night. I learned to laugh, I learned to smile, but I'm breaking in my private time. If loving you was all I knew, why'd it feel wrong when you withdrew? I don't need closure, don't need truth, just miss the way you said my name. If I'm honest, if I choose, I love you through the hurt again. I miss you in my quiet fights, with the tears I hide inside. After midnight, I'm still yours. I held your words like they were gold, believed the things you never showed. I trusted love would find a way, even when you pulled away. I learned your silence by heart, the space between us growing dark. I felt the shift, I felt the strain, but stayed and caught a faith. I thought love meant waiting through the doubt, till truth came out. I chose truth over us when love stopped feeling right. I chose peace over promises you couldn't keep at night. I chose truth over us, though it tore my heart in two. I didn't stop loving you, I just stopped lying too. I asked for honesty, not time. Now maybe later, not a sign. I need a presence, not disappeared when love got brave. I made a home where you would visit, not a place you planned to stay. I felt alone while holding you, and that's when I walked away. Some love survives on hope and fear, but Ruth is clearer. I chose truth over us when I felt myself get small. I chose to hear my inner voice instead of no voice at all. I chose truth over us, even though it hurt to do. I didn't stop believing in love, I just stopped waiting on you. If you ever think I left too soon, I stayed long past what love should do. I gave you patience, gave you grace, but lost myself inside the wait. Leaving wasn't giving up, it was finally enough. I chose truth over us, and I can stand tall now. I loved you deep, I loved you real, but love needs truth to last somehow. I chose truth over us and found myself again. Sometimes goodbye is not the end, it's where healing begins. I chose truth for once, and I'm finally free. We used to talk until the sun. Now words fall short before they run. Your eyes avoid the truth I see. Like loving me got hard to be. I felt the space between your sides, the way you held me but not tight. I knew the answer in my chest before you said it was for the best. When love gets quiet, it reveals everything we couldn't hear. I let the silence speak when you couldn't say my name. I read the truth in every pause and know we'd never be the same. I let the silence speak. I didn't beg, I didn't plead. If love won't fight to stay alive, then silence tells me everything. I stopped explaining how I felt, stop putting blame on myself. I saw you pulling far away while I was still trying to stay. You weren't cold, you weren't unkind, just somewhere else inside your mind. I needed depth, you needed space. We couldn't meet in the same place. Not every love ends with a sound. Some just slowly turn around. I let the silence speak. When your touch felt incomplete, I heard the truth between the lines, and every moment you'd retreat. I let the silence speak. I chose my peace instead of pain. If love can't stand the weight of truth, then leaving isn't lost, it's gain. If you ever think of me and I know I loved you clean and right. I didn't leave with bitterness, just honesty I couldn't hide. I let the silence speak and finally understood. I wasn't asking for too much, I was just perfume still fills the dark. I trace your name on my skin, like you never really left my heart. I keep your words inside my phone, like secrets I can't delete. I tell myself I'm moving on, but every step brings you to me. You say love fades, love changes shape, but mine still calls you every day. I miss you in the soft silence when the world is fast asleep. With memories I can't escape, your voice still rises my heartbeat. Every time the music breaks, they see me glowing in the light. They don't know what I hide at night. I learned to smile through the ache, but I still feel you when I breathe. If I could choose another way, my heart and me, yeah. I don't need promises or truth, just miss the way you held me close. If loving you was my mistake, I'd make it twice, I'd make it slow. Where your name still feels like home. Soft silence, still yours, still yours. I loved you with my whole heart, not halfway, not in disguise. I showed you every fragile part, I never learned how to hide. I trusted you with all my fears, the ones I never say out loud. I stood beside you through the years, when you were lost, when you were proud. I thought love meant holding on, even when it felt so wrong. I loved you with my whole heart, while you loved me with your doubts. I built a home inside your arms, you were already walking out. I loved you with my whole heart, I stayed when it got hard, and now I see the truth so clear. Love shouldn't tear you apart. I made excuses for your silence, called patience being strong. I believed in every promise, even when the tone felt wrong. I kept my my voice down to protect you, kept my needs out of your sight. I was fighting for forever, you were just passing time. Some hearts give all they have to give, some just take and live. I loved you with my whole heart, and I don't regret a thing. I gave you honesty and faith, you gave me questioning. I loved you with my whole heart, but loving you cost me peace. I had to choose myself at last to finally breathe. Oh, if you ever wonder where I went where love feels safe. I didn't leave to punish you, I left to save my faith. I still believe in love that stays, that chooses death, not fear. I'll open my heart again someday, just not here. I loved you with my whole heart, and that's my truth to keep. I didn't fail in loving you, I just loved too deep. I loved you with my whole heart, and now I understand. Sometimes the bravest thing to do is walk away, still loving who you can. I loved you with my whole heart. Now I love me too. The clock won't move, the night won't end. Your name still lives in every breath. I trace the walls of what we were, a fading dream, a quiet hurt. Your jacket hangs behind the door, like you might come back once more. I talk to ghosts of you and me, as if they hear, as if they see. I smile so no one knows how much it hurts to let you go. I loved you more than words could say. That's why I stayed when you walked away. Morning comes but feels the same. Coffee cold, my heart in flames. I read our text and closed my phone, learning how to be alone. They say time heals, but time just shows how deep the love, how deep it goes. Every song, every street still sings your name back to me. If loving you was wrong somehow, I still choose you here and now. I loved you more than words could say. That's why I stayed when you walked I'll love you quietly every night. I loved you more than words could say, and that love never fades away. So if you ever feel alone, remember you were once my home. I gave you real love, honest and slow, not just words you wanted to know. I stayed when it wasn't easy to stay, believed every promise you couldn't say. I learned your moods, I felt your fear, I stood my ground, I kept you near. I gave you patience, gave you time, while losing pieces of what was mine. I thought love meant holding tight, even when it didn't feel right. I gave you real love, you gave me doubts. I gave you my heart, you figure yours out. I gave you real love, no mask, no game. And when it hurt too much, I walked away the same. Yeah. I stopped asking what we were, stopped fighting just to be sure. I felt alone while next to you. That's when I knew what love won't do. You weren't cruel, you weren't unkind, just living in a different mind. I needed depth, you needed space, we couldn't share the same place. Some hearts give all they can, some never understand. I gave you real love, and that's my truth. I showed you all of me, you showed me half of you. I gave you real love, but lost my peace, so I chose myself and found release. If you ever missed the way I cared, know my love was always there. I didn't leave to make you see, I left to find you. Save me. Leaving wasn't losing faith, it was knowing my own way. I gave you real love, and I stand proud. I didn't fail in loving you, I just loved out loud. I gave you real love, and now I see some love teaches you who you're meant to be. I gave you real love, and I'm at peace. You love me almost, but not enough, just close enough to feel like love. You held my hand, not my fears. You stayed for moments, not for years. I read your eyes, I felt the pause, the halfway truth behind your words. You said my name like you were sure, but left the door unlocked for more. I learned to live between your lines, between your maybes and your time. I bent myself to fit your space, afraid you'd leave if I took place. I loved you in the quiet ways, and things you never tried to save. I made a home out of your heart while you were ready from the start. You didn't lie, you didn't stay. You loved me in the safest way. Stay too long in borrowed space, calling patience, having faith. I taught myself to wait for you while you were choosing what to do. I asked for truth, not perfect plans, just someone who would understand. But loving me felt heavy, so you loved me halfway. Now I see myself again in the silence you left behind. I wasn't asking for too much, I was just asking you to try. If loving deep was not your way, you should've let me go that day. Instead you kept me in between your comfort and your freedom. Some love hurts more when it's unsure than love that breaks completely sure. You love me almost, but never enough. You tasted my heart, then said it was tough. You love me almost, then let me bleed. I gave you forever, you gave me maybe. Maybe one day you'll feel the space where my love used to take place. Not with anger, not with blame, just quiet nights calling my name. I hope you learn what love can do when someone gives it all to you. You love me almost, and that was the cost. I lost myself in what we never were. You love me almost, but I looked you hard, and now I'm walking away with my heart still cold. You love me almost, I'm loving me completely now.